Time to do a little bit of maintenance on the CR500. The last time I rode this bike, I had issues with my front brake, and you can see here this line is totally shot and went on me. So I got a whole brand new brake that's going to take the newer style, like a banjo fitting at the end of the brake line. I'm not quite sure how long Honda even used this actual brake, but I think it was only for a couple years. So again, this is a 1990, this bike, and I got a brand new brake off of like a you know, a couple year newer bike, maybe like a 92, 95, something like that. Also, the ASV lever I have is going to mount up onto that one, where this one was just a little bit different mounting style. Another thing I'm going to do is throw a new Kickstarter on. I ordered a new Kickstarter from here it is right here. This is some company, AS3 Performance. Not quite sure about them. I've never used them before, but I think I even had to order the part in like euros. It wasn't even American dollars. But you can tell this Kickstarter is just totally shot. It's been banging and rattling on my exhaust pipe, and you can even tell here where it's starting to cut. Let me get up close where it's actually starting to cut into the frame guards there. Anyway, I'm going to get started disassembling that brake and throw a new Kickstarter on. Check it out, we got the line ran and mounted. I'm all tight up here, but as you can see, I broke this little holder here. So this thing was original, old, got super brittle, and broke as soon as I put pressure on it. You can see I got my new ASV lever on here with the new brake. My lines ran. I did have to clean inside this reservoir. It was all loaded up with old, like gelled up brake fluid. So next I'm going to start adding fluid and bleeding these brakes. All right, so I had to bust out my brake bleeder pump here, crack the valve, pump on that thing until you can see the fluid start coming out. You definitely want to keep an eye on that reservoir and add fluid when it's needed. I had the brakes pumping pretty good, but I still had just a little tiny air bubble in it. And like I said, that's when I would go through my process and 1, 2, 3 pumps, hold that brake as hard as you can, come over to this side, and then that's when you're going to want to crack that valve. And not even the first 2 or 3 goes at it, but by like the 3rd or 4th one, I seen a couple little air bubbles pop out the system, and you'll be able to tell right away when that brake is bled properly, and you hardly have to squeeze your brake to apply full brake. So one thing I never got around to mounting was my chain guide for the extended swing arm. Anyway, I got some lines drawn out, and now that I got some free time today, I'm going to try to cut and clean this bracket up a little bit, get rid of the extra material, and clean up around the edges. Nice tight Kickstarter. Still don't know how I feel about the black in there. I'm kind of liking it though. You can see we got our front brakes nice and tight. It's about a week later after I did all this stuff. We've had shitty weather, so we finally got the bike out here today. I first started this thing up today, no problem. It started right up, and then for some reason I was either low on fuel or my plug was fouled up on me. But anyway, we're gonna hopefully fire this bike up. I'll show you how great my front brake's working. And now that we got the bike back together, we're gonna just do some test driving and see how it goes. I was riding this bike a little bit, but you can see it's not screaming hot or nothing. The pipe's warm. That's about it. I'm gonna try to start old Big Red from the ground. See how it goes. Come up a little bit closer. And one thing, guys, if you're ever starting these big bore bikes, you're all the time gonna wanna come up to the top of your compression stroke. And as soon as you feel, hold on, you're gonna come up to the top. And as soon as you feel it go loose, that's when you're gonna wanna bring your Kickstarter up.
Too scary. Why would he do that?
You still filming?
Mm-hmm.
So check it out, we're blasting roost spout way up in that tree.
You can see this is all from today. Just from a couple passes. Blast, blast. Come on, show them down here. Oh, almost rolled the ankle. So you can see here, this is all from just today, just from right now, a couple passes. Blasted this tree up, man. Anyway, that might be it for this video.